You're listening to podcasternews.com.
Welcome to the LA Story Podcast with Stevie Wilson.
Hey people, this is Stevie for the LA Story, and we are lucky. We have Jeannie Mai, celebrity stylist, on the phone, and registered dietitian Christina Meyer-Jax to tell us about the 2-week tune-up. And I am really interested in this one because I'm writing all about fitness and how to get going on getting your body back into shape or getting yourself bathing suit ready ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Especially here in Los Angeles. I mean, we're never ahead of schedule. You could never be too fit for a bathing suit here in LA.
Oh my goodness. It is right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. And I really love speaking to all my fellow Angelinos because I want to encourage you. You can do it. It's the constant thing that we hear because we are in the city of scrutinizing our shape and our body and always staring at the red carpet. Well, guess what? It's only 2 weeks that you can actually take onto this meal plan. Go to yoplait.com and fill yourself in on all the yummy, delicious foods to get yourself 5 pounds slimmer and trimmer.
Absolutely, and I love the fact that it is 2 weeks because then you're talking about the motivation factor, and that's really, it's the hard obstacle. So we've actually taken all the thinking out of it. You know, you just log on, you customize the meal plans, you print out the recipes, which are simple recipes, by the way, and you get to enjoy a lot of options that you customize, including 33 flavors of Yoplait Light, which makes it like a treat every day when you get to have, you know, Black Forest cake and red velvet cake and key lime pie and all those great flavors. So I love it because you see a difference. In 2 weeks, you get that initial motivation that I can do it. And it also incorporates fitness into it, which is extremely important. So 30 to 40 minutes of walking every day, which should be a community event. Grab a sister, grab a friend, grab a loved one, and get going.
Exactly. And quite frankly, I have a lot of Yoplait in my refrigerator.
Oh, which flavors do you love? Which flavors,
creamy and they always taste good.
Oh, yeah. We definitely, I think Christina's a big fan of key lime pie. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of swaying over to the red velvet. I mean, I just can't get enough of it.
I've got to get those.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I need those.
Yeah, yum.
To me, it's like, okay, this instead of dessert, I could have that instead of dessert, and that would be fine.
And you know what, for everybody here local in LA, what I also love is we are a fashionable city. We're known for our ahead of trend looks. And so use the fashion to motivate yourself through the 2 weeks. You know, what I love to do is buying statement pieces like a pencil skirt, you know, an Hervé Leger like I have here over on Melrose. Or even you can take fluorescent pieces of color like that remind us of LA and the sun, and then pair it with neutral colors like tans and browns. And that way you get a jolt of excitement as the 2 weeks near that you can finish up and put on your fashion and feel so much more fabulous.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that, you know, when just the walking for, 40 minutes isn't that big a deal.
It isn't, especially here in LA. We really love to just kind of get outside, drop the car off for a second, and don't meet everybody for lunch and coffee. Meet them for a nice walk. It's really nice time spending with your friends.
Right, and if you're at work, you could actually take a break and go for a walk for 10 minutes and get yourself outside.
See, you know what I'm saying. You totally understand that it's so easy, and once you just actually think, with this event that I have to do, which is whether doing a meeting, taking a phone call, XYZ, can I do it while I'm walking? Chances are you can.
Yeah.
Yes, and instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And actually, the other night when I was watching the Golden Globes, instead of just sitting there wishing like I was looking that good in a dress, I was on my treadmill walking. So I was watching the event, walking on the treadmill. I didn't even realize, you don't even realize you're working out because you're so like engrossed in the whole thing.
And that's the whole point of the 2-week tune-up, is to get yourself in the mindset of what it's like to be healthy. It's not like, oh my gosh, 2 weeks that I have to like starve myself and eat the most boring foods. No, it's 2 weeks to actually remember that if you crave a piece of cake, have a Black Forest or a red velvet. You don't need to have a 400-calorie piece of real cake. And once you get yourself fit where you're doing workouts while you're working or talking with your friends, you realize, oh, I don't have to get a gym membership. I don't have to go and put on my gym clothes. I can just throw on some sneakers and still, hike it out a little bit and then get back in. Just moving, getting moving, that's what we got to remember.
If you have a dog, put the dog on the leash and get them some exercise
totally.
too.
Oh, I love it. My dog is very demanding that way, and I love it for that. I mean, I love him for many purposes, but the fact that he has to be walked all the time is very motivational.
You know, and I'm kind of ADD with my text messaging. I'm always constantly on my phone doing it. So Mom really likes it when I call her personally, and I call her even though I'm getting my walk in. But it's the only way that I can actually stay concentrated on calling her and having to walk so that my workout's done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually such a nice time. It's a one-on-one time for you and Mom.
Yes.
I think that's such a great idea.
Yes. I actually have a list of people that I have to make my phone calls to check up on them and see how they're doing. And so I get that in while my workout is going on. So I actually take longer than 30 minutes. Sometimes, I mean, I'm a talker. I can go on for a couple hours.
That's a good idea, though. That would get me out in the afternoon because then I could call my friends on the East Coast.
Yes, it's true. It's very true.
Exactly. You know, Stevie, I don't know if you've ever been to Yoplait's Facebook page, but we have facebook.com/Yoplait. We're having a super fun event later today where we're giving more health and style tips. And, you know, if you've got a chance, we would love to see you on Facebook.
Please do add us.
I
and
will
also,
go to Facebook.
Yeah, upload your picture because I want to see what you look like. Stevie's, by the way, is such a cool name.
Totally.
I love boys'
thank
names
you.
on
Yeah,
girls.
I love that.
love it.
Love it.
I've watched everything you've done, Jeannie, so it's like I've always run it, and I always like talking to you because I think it's really interesting, all the things that you do. So to me, it's like, yes,
thank
and
you.
a registered dietitian. I'm sorry, Christina, that's great because
She's a handy tool book.
I think that's a great snack.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You've got calcium, vitamin D, and great flavors. So you're treating yourself to something healthy. That's a win-win, and I am all about that in the world of health and nutrition is win-wins.
Win-win, and if it tastes really good and something that says like red velvet and black forest, I'm sorry.
I know.
That's talking to me in the language I understand.
Don't tell us. We've been doing interviews. We haven't had a chance to even eat yet, so we're going to go
We've been dreaming about it
now, so don't do it. Don't tell us.
People, you need to go. If you haven't joined the Facebook Yoplait page, go do that. I will be on there, and obviously by the time you hear this, that Yoplait event will be over today.
And follow me on Facebook. I'm sorry, at Twitter, because I'll be able to give you some tips, too.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whoever thought you could lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks? You can do
Believe
this.
it.
It's so easy. And thanks, Jeannie, and thanks, Christina.
Of course.
We really appreciate it. What great tips.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Stevie. Have fun today.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining Stevie Wilson on LA Story. Feel free to check out other podcasts and videos. Bookmark it now. www.la-story.com.